Hello, and welcome to the OStateReport. We're glad you're with us. I'm Richard Denson. President Trump's nomination didn't come without controversy, as Democrats mounted a filibuster, originally denying Gorsuch the 60 votes needed to advance to a final vote. However, Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell suggested that the vote should be of simple majority from the Senate. This has been nicknamed the nuclear option. The nuclear option procedure meant that only 51 votes were needed as opposed to the supermajority of 60. A party line vote went McConnell's way. Thus, Trump and the Republicans solidified Gorsuch's seat on the bench and continuing the conservative majority on the Supreme Court. President Trump responded 3 days later by ordering a missile strike, killing 7 people at a Syrian airbase. Russia, who in 2013 supposedly agreed to destroy all chemical weapons in Syria, is the strongest ally to Syrian President Assad's regime. Both countries have condemned the airstrike and warned the U.S. to not continue to, quote, cross lines. Officials are saying now that Russia knew of the gas attack beforehand, and sanctions will be thrown down if Vladimir Putin, Russia's president, doesn't cut ties with Assad. Russia has since cut off communication with the U.S., and Secretary of State Rex Tillerson will head to Moscow this week to further discuss future course of action with a number of international leaders. Our other top story takes us to GIA. It's been nearly 3 weeks since Mike Boynton was thrust onto the main stage, taking over as the new men's basketball coach for Oklahoma State. With any change comes a lot of questions. OStateReport's Tyler Segerman had a chance to sit down with the new men's basketball coach. We will have more of Tyler's interview with Mike Boynton later on in sports. Recent changes in liquor laws have forced local businesses to begin to adapt to new rules and regulations. Yet one Stillwater owner doesn't see his business going down anytime soon. Our own Nate Belt got a taste of how Iron Monk is continuing to ascend. We all have peculiar items in our homes that may need to be thrown away, like flammable liquids and pesticides. But where do we go to do that? I dove in at an event that helps residents around the community properly dispose of their waste. The city of Stillwater held its Spring Household Hazardous Waste Collection event this past Saturday at the Convenience Collection Center. The event, which has been in existence for more than 20 years, gives residents a chance to properly dispose of normal household pollutants free of charge.
This event is kind of twofold. It gives people a proper way to dispose of these things that are hard to get rid of, and it also protects the wastewater treatment plant.
The city provides a list of all accepted items that can qualify as hazardous. With the help of volunteers, the city gets about 200 to 250 households every year to drive through and properly dispose of their waste.
We ask the citizens who drop off stuff if they have any comments, and everybody's very positive and they're very appreciative that this is a program that we have and that it is for the most part free to drop off your hazardous material. If we don't have a program like this, these kind of materials are likely to go to landfills or to be dumped in water drains or down the sink.
Normal household items such as these can be considered hazardous waste if not disposed properly. So instead of rinsing fields down the sink, recycle them.
Whether it be flammable liquids or pesticides, herbicides, whatever it may be, if it's in the system, our workers out there in the field are exposed to it. Second, it keeps it out of our local streams and water supplies, and that's very important to anybody who has a well in this area or cares about the environment.
The process for disposal is quite easy. A guest can simply drive through, hand off his or her items, and continue moving. The sheer simplicity of it is a good reason why one should help contribute to the environment. I'm Richard Denson. We'll see you next week on O State TV.